What's going on, Tomboy Official? It's been a bit. Um, Maybe not in comparison to other other times when I've been recording, but it's been a bit as far as what I've been trying to record lately. So let me try and log back in and find this fitness program info. I think we're like 3 days short now, I think. So let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure everything is muted because I've got my Bluetooth speaker connected to my laptop. Okay, so let's see. So I'm kind of on the behind side because I've been just, my weekend went kind of weird. It wasn't bad overall, it was just weird. So, it kind of took away from some of the plans that I had, and things weren't really as organized. But let's see. Try to find where I left off. I have to open the browsers and everything. So let's see, guys. I think we have 3 days to do, if I'm counting today, with this fitness program. I'll go over what I've been up to. And I don't know for sure if I'm going to talk about all the other stuff that I am not up to. Or all the other stuff that is written as well. Alright, so on the 22nd, I posted days 22 and 23. Did I write that down? No. So those are the days left. And then that was on the 22nd. So today's the 25th. So that means we will be, so the 23rd would have been 21 days left. 23 and 22. Yeah, so 23rd would have been 21 days left. The 24th would have been 20 days left. And the 25th, which is today, is 19 days remaining, guys. So we're at the halfway point. And because we started at 38 days left. And then we did last time on August 22nd, laws 14 and 15. So that means today we are looking at 16, 17, and good old 18. I have to write this down because there is no way my brain is going to be doing this right now. As far as remembering all the weird numbers and such. But yeah, so let's look at what the chapters say. So, chapter 16 here. I'm also going to talk about what I've been up to, but I'm just going to briefly look at the chapters within the next, I'll give each of them a minute. Law number 16 is the greatest comeback in football history. That's pages 57, 58, 59, where it says law number 16, supplement with creatine. Now, this is not medical advice from me or anything like that. Talk to your doctor, talk to your, if it's covered by insurance, talk to your 24-hour nursing line if you have questions about things. I'm not the one who would really know. Um, but I'm gonna see what this book says. He's saying he likes footy. He's a Liverpool fan. Um, and he's talking about this soccer game. I'm trying to skip what it says. It says, that's the importance of fresh legs. They give you a last minute boost of energy to finish strong. Supplementing with creatine does the exact same thing. Here's how it works. Creatine provides your muscles with an extra phosphate of energy when they get fatigued. And creatine is like that last minute sub that comes in. It might get you an extra few reps so that you can hit a PB. I think PB is personal best. It's a great way to indirectly promote progressive overload in the gym as well. And then, so page 60 starts law number 17. Why carbs are making you fat. So 60, page 61, and page 62. So it tells you why carbs are making you fat. The previous one was talking about creatine. And it says I guess that took me like 2-3 minutes for the other chapter. What if I told you carbs are the most important? That carbs are more important than protein for building muscle. What if I told you that insulin, not testosterone, is the most anabolic hormone in the body? Interesting. Skipping some. When you eat too many carbs too often, then that insulin would have made you bigger and stronger. Then that insulin that would have made you bigger and stronger will make you bigger and fatter instead. So that's if you're overdoing it. So before that, I guess it says when you eat carbs, your blood sugar level rises, insulin gets released, and if you're highly sensitive to carbs, then your body is going to use that insulin for muscle building. So carbs can help you build muscle, but then there's a catch though, and that's the part I just read. If you're in this state, then you are insulin resistant. That's the state when you have had too many carbs too often, where he says you get bigger and fatter instead. This is why you should only be carb cycling periodically. Has a lot of information. Example of a carb cycle split. Try it for 6 weeks. So it has on page 61, it has a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule where it goes, each day has one. It says for Monday, high carb, Tuesday, low carb, Wednesday, low carb, Thursday, high carb, Friday, low carb, Saturday, low carb, Sunday, high carb, and cheat meal. And it says, and remember, insulin resistant equals fat gain. Insulin sensitive equals muscle gain. And it says law number 17, cycle your carbs. It took another like 3 or so minutes. And page 63, law number 18, the optimal body fat percentage for rapid gains. If you're a little bit overweight, then my advice would be to get lean first. It talks about a rebound phase, and it says get lean first. That's a lot of information. To be honest with you, I'm kind of too tired to be like reading all this, but it ends on page 64. Next time we'll be talking about law number 19. So, okay. Hope that part was painless enough. Uh, it's already 10 minutes. Um, it's late for me. I started recording like 8:15 p.m. For me, that's late, especially because you know the deal. Didn't sleep good. Um, but you know, so let me see. I wanted to look at my information. So far today, my workout has been 19 minutes, which is not a lot at all. Um, but that might be fine. So let's see, 19 minutes. It was basically stretching and basically stretching. Um, Yesterday I was doing probably over an hour and a half of cleaning, which I counted as my workout. There's a lot of walking around and moving around. While cleaning, my pedometer clocked 0.6 miles. So I was moving around the house that amount of time and lifting things and getting a couple cobwebs and bending under and cleaning under my bed. You know, mopping, well, swiffering, sweeping, bending, picking up the trash, scrubbing all kinds of stuff. Taking out some trash and recycling and organizing some stuff. And yeah, I did a little extra cardio as well. And I had a warm up before that for about, well, that was the other day. The other day I did that. I did some walking, some warming up, which is usually is just stretching, and then I did some cardio in the garage. That was Saturday. So, the weekend was going all right. As far as the numbers, I'm within about a pound or so from the previous weeks. But the week before that, it was maybe like a 3 pound difference. And I'm pretty sure last week I got my the activity numbers. I thought I calculated it. Sometimes I copy and paste stuff and put it in the wrong spot. I'll calculate it again. But yeah, I've been doing okay as far as hitting those numbers, so I'm kind of happy with it. I could be a little more fine-tuned with things. But I'm still trying this all on for size. I've gone a while now without tracking the food, but I have taken pictures of every single meal I've had, with the exception of this last meal I just had for dinner, which was a piece of chicken and a roll from KFC, which is not healthy, but the reason for that is because I was already not eating healthy, and it was kind of like a cheat day kind of thing, but I didn't want to eat a whole lot because I already ate like a huge lunch. But breakfast I did pretty good. So let's see, maybe I'll look at some of those meals. Yeah, I had leftover KFC for dinner, or for lunch today. So I had some coleslaw, some macaroni, a chicken thigh, and a little bit of mashed potatoes. For breakfast, I had a piece of salmon, some strawberries, half an avocado, 2 boiled eggs, and a tomato. Yesterday for dinner we had KFC, but I didn't eat that much. Well, I kind of did. I ate 2 chicken legs and a little bit of macaroni. No, I didn't know we had macaroni or coleslaw last night. I just had a little bit of mashed potatoes and I think a roll. Yeah, a roll. My picture, it looks like my picture got messed up. Uh, and then I had, for lunch yesterday, I had 2 veggie dogs. They're the Feels Worth veggie dogs. The wheat buns that I got through Amazon Prime went bad already. They were already moldy. I've only eaten one. I ate one on Friday. And I didn't check for mold. They were expired by a couple days. I'm gonna get a refund from it anyways, but yeah, I grilled up 2 field roast hot dogs and I used Wonder Bread white buns. Because my wheat, I got some 100% whole grain wheat buns. But yeah, they came expired by a few days. I took a picture. They came expired by a few days, and then yesterday when I went to go eat them, they were moldy, and they were like all moldy. So I'm like, goodness. But it is hot out. But yeah, let me see what I didn't take a picture of the back, but I got them Friday, which was the 22nd, and the expiration is the 19th. And looking at the package, as far as what I can see through the clear plastic, there wasn't any mold or anything at all. And I ate one of them on the way to a movie, and then it says it's 30 grams of whole wheat per serving, no high fructose corn syrup, 100% whole wheat, from Amazon Grocery brand. So I don't see the nutritional info in the back. I'm not sure if they're better for you than Wonder Bread. I've heard different things about white bread and like wheat bread, but I don't know. Sorry, I gotta drink some water. So that's the picture I'm gonna send in for proof. I almost made these Chicago dog style, but all the ingredients were actually sweeter than what I thought they would be. They weren't like vinegary and spicy, but it was still pretty good in my opinion. So I put the toppings for the hot dogs. I just put one thin layer by butter knife of Miracle Whip on one side of each of the buns, and I had some chopped red onions that I put on top of each of them. They weren't super like strong onions, so they almost had no flavor. I think the onions are kind of old. Some tomatoes from the garden, just chopped thin slices. A pickle slice, like the sandwich pickle slice on each one. Some mustard and some stone ground mustard and some ketchup. So I don't know all the calories on all that, but they were good, and it's veggie based for the most part. There are some fresh veggies on there, but that's kind of why I wanted more of like a Chicago dog style, because I'm like, they actually have like vegetables on theirs a little bit. I didn't have any peppers or pepperoncinis or anything, and I didn't have any. I don't know. I could have made these something else, but that's kind of what I was in the mood for. That day for breakfast, I had 2 eggs, some salmon, some grapes from the garden, some tomatoes from the garden. Looks like 2 tomatoes from the garden, and a half an avocado. That's like a whole plate full of food though, and it was pretty good. I have a blurry picture of food. Saturday, I didn't do the greatest at eating. I got a small Popeyes. This is dinner. I got a small Popeyes mac and cheese and a half a Del Taco a Del Taco bean and cheese burrito with green sauce, and a large tomato from the garden. Not the best meal, but that's what I had. For lunch, I had the other half of that burrito and two chicken soft tacos. And I had a snack that was half of a cookie. Um, so yeah, that's what I had. This must have been, let me see, this is today. That was Saturday, sorry. Saturday's dinner. Yeah, and then I talked about I had Del Taco for lunch and I had breakfast. I didn't have too much for breakfast. I had half of that cookie for breakfast and like 2 boiled eggs. I've been hard boiling like about 8 boiled eggs at a time so that I can just eat them, because I'm getting kind of tired of the like morning boiling them, and it's like, you know, 8 eggs will last me max 4 days. Um, Probably even less than that, because sometimes I'll just eat them. So they're kind of a good thing to have around when you're hungry and you want a snack, but you don't really want to eat like an unhealthy snack. I've been kind of enjoying that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You're not supposed to be eating too much of anything, but you know, I like that. Like, I'm trying to find things that are like, okay, this isn't as bad as a pack of Oreos. You know, 2 eggs isn't as bad as like a pack of Cheetos or something. You know, it's like, at least it's something natural. Maybe it's not a vegetable. It's not like a carrot stick or like a piece of broccoli, but it's like, at least, you know, it's something natural. So it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to at least eat more natural stuff. You can see I'm not doing the greatest with it, but my breakfasts are going. I'm happy with my breakfast. I've been out of the house a couple days, and that's kind of where I fell short on the weekend here, was being out of the house for lunch, not bringing a lunch with me. I mean, I make lunches. I'll bring lunches with me, but I didn't bring it with me. And when I'm gonna go and just chill outside the house, I really need to be just like bringing lunch with me. Um, I thought that half a cookie was gonna be enough. Um, oh wait, that's not right. I didn't eat it. I gave it to somebody. I gave it to somebody. There was a dude. I don't. Whatever. I gave it to somebody basically. Friday's breakfast was some salmon, some garbanzo beans, 1 egg, a tomato, some cucumber, a mini cucumber sliced up, some corn, some strawberries, and some artichoke hearts. I don't like those artichoke hearts. They're like pickled. I didn't know what they were in, but they're pickled. Thursday I had some Chick-fil-A. Cereal's another good one too. I mean, I'm not telling you guys like I know from experience that some of these things are like maybe okay to eat more than something else. I'm just saying, like, for me, sometimes when I just need something easy, if I have something sometimes it's the ease of something that makes it more likely that I'm gonna have it or not. It's like if I just want a snack and there's crackers and cheese, it's easy to just eat that. But if there's like a hummus dip or something and it's right there too, it's like, well, I could just eat that too, you know, or eat that instead of the cheese or something. It's like little things. But yeah, I've kind of been kind of struggling with my schedule a little bit. I'm not really planning very well. Partially it's the heat, partially it's the construction, and then when it comes to sleep, I'm already not the most disciplined person. So adding all that together, it really has been making it difficult. Because I'm having a lot of days where I'm just not sleeping that great, but I'm also um, going out of the house with the plans that I have to do, and then I'm not really making it to the gym. I paid for the gym today, but I didn't go. And it's actually in my schedule to go to the gym, and I didn't do it. And I started doing a little bit of exercising, stretching around 7:30 p.m. I'm super tired today. I didn't do good enough with my sleep. There were reasons why, but none of that could have been helped. And so, not necessarily, not unless I would have taken something that would have put me to sleep. And I made the mistake the other night, Friday night, of not taking anything for sleep at all, really. And I need something, and I did not take anything. And I ended up staying up later than I had intended, accidentally. It wasn't on purpose, but I accidentally stayed up later than intended, and then I couldn't go to sleep, and I was really having a hard time going to sleep. So, and I was just up. So, and that did not help me. Like it sorry, it was a loud motorcycle. Yeah, it just kind of made things a little bit worse. So, it kind of took me part of Saturday to kind of recover a bit from that, and then yeah. But I'm glad I got a lot of cleaning done. That's like a big burden lifted. I have been needing to clean underneath my bed for a very long time, and because my guitar wasn't under there, I had taken it to get it looked at. I had it out from under there, so I have a big guitar case under there, and I was able to kind of clean around where it usually is. I'm never like under my bed or anything, but if I do yoga or stretch on the floor where I have a yoga mat, I can see under my bed, and it's like it's usually not that pleasant. So I'm kind of glad I cleaned it. I cleaned a lot. I missed one corner, actually. I missed one corner that I didn't clean out, that I just remembered when I was done, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, so next time I clean, I'll start there. But it feels a lot better to have cleaned a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of folding to do, but whatever. That's the least of my concerns. Like, I'm wearing the same thing all the time, which is basically nothing because it's so freaking hot. So all I need are really underwear unless I'm leaving out of my room. So I don't really need much of anything, other than when I go somewhere else. And so yeah. Yeah, basically I don't need my clothes to be like in pristine condition at the moment. Not for another couple days. So I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on that's online, and it's kind of, I'm about to get back to it. I already know it's a bad idea. I shouldn't be working at like 8:45 at night or 8:46, but it's just how the schedule led me today. But I'd say I'm happy with some of the progress. I need to kind of enter some of the information, so I'm gonna put that for Tuesday, that I need to log everything. And then from I need to log things from last week, basically. like everything's basically written down. I just need to put it in the app. I'm quite a few days late with that. I'm gonna be doing that on Tuesday, and I'm putting in information from Friday. But it's just like the totals of everything. It's not um, all the all the data along the way. So I'm glad with that. Like you know, I feel like I haven't been pushing super hard, but I've also had a lot of other things come up. Um, but I'm still doing it. And even though I'm not really recording every single day, I'm still kind of getting the information there. I am gonna go back and read this stuff. Tuesday is gonna have to be my day. It's gonna have to be my catch-up day. Everything I didn't do between Friday and Tuesday, I'm gonna have to do on Tuesday. Because Tuesday is a little bit of a lighter day. Well, it's not gonna be a lighter day because now I'm gonna be doing other stuff. But it, I kind of have the time to fill, so I'm gonna fill it with some other stuff. But yeah. Otherwise, I'm back to playing guitar Sundays. Um, I I don't know. Like, I know I sound very unenthusiastic, and that's not even really the case. I'm just like super tired and kind of wanting to focus on something else. Like the thing I want to focus on, I actually do want to focus on it. So my attention is actually still kind of split between that, even though I'm talking about this other stuff. So, um, yeah, kind of a slower day. It is not what I had intended it to be. The heat in the middle of the day kind of took me out, so, but there were a couple hours of that, and then it actually cooled off a whole lot, and right now it's cooled off, and they did have construction earlier, but it sounds like it's calmed down, so I'm hoping it's not going to start up again around like 11 p.m. to like 2 a.m. or something crazy like they've been doing. But I feel like I've been talking about construction for like a month or something, like, goodness. But I've got some campaign launches this week, and it's a lot of them. I basically worked out this whole schedule that I'm gonna have to start, or I'm gonna have to continue like finishing the part that I scheduled for today. Otherwise, it's gonna push everything back a day or part of a day, and I just want to get this done. So, I will be shifting my attention to that, and that's it for now. Thanks for listening. If you're even listening to these, I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying. Yeah, guys, hang in there. We're at that halfway mark, so yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have 18 days left. There's gonna be 18 days left. We're gonna be on law number 19. And then I'm writing it down. And then yeah, this book is going well. I like it. I'm gonna take some more time to like read more thoroughly. Kind of think about it a little bit more, because I've kind of been spread a little bit thin, as we can tell. I've been spread a little bit thin lately, so I'm still trying to do this while being spread thin, and there are things that I'm like, where can I cut this? It's like some days it's like, well, I can just not record this day, or well, if I'm recording, I don't have to read the whole thing. I'm still talking forever, but it's like, at least I can use some of this time to review some of the stuff that I need to kind of look at. I'm trying to at least not avoid it. I'm trying to at least put some effort into like looking at the information, even if it's just almost in passing. It's like, okay, I'm at least now somewhat aware, more so than before I checked everything that I just checked. And so at least that's something. It's not like I'm sitting down writing out a full plan for the whole rest of the week, but I do have things I will incorporate into the schedule. It does help to have things on the calendar. And I'll put gym back into tomorrow's. Didn't happen today, but there was time to do it. I just didn't go. Because there were times I took like a massive break today, but I had to. Like I would have had to take all tomorrow. Um, Probably take all tomorrow off if I wouldn't have taken a longer break today. So I kind of know where my energy goes in that way. So that's why I did it that way. But it's what I wanted to do. Like sometimes I just do what I want to do. Like even if it's weird, I'm like I don't. I sometimes don't just like stick to like the whole 9 to 5 thing. It's not really for me all the time. It helps, but sometimes it doesn't help. Like sometimes when I've got other things that are kind of all out of whack for a little bit, it helps to have the flexibility. So I'm like, well, at least I have the flexibility. Let me take advantage of that. But it's still getting done. The deadlines are still getting met early, and everything is not everything is on track. I don't want to word it that way, but things are, you know, going all toward the direction they should be going for the most part. The KFC and Del Taco and Chick-fil-A kind of thing was not the best option. But last Wednesday when we got takeout, I did not eat the whole meal. I ate maybe about a third of what I normally eat, and I was having some weird stomach aches last week. Some weird little intestinal things going down last week. So, and I had a headache today. I had to take some Advil. It's like, I don't know, man. Like sometimes I'm just like, what is happening? Like some days I'm like, oh, today's great, and then other days I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? But it all comes down to the basics sometimes, you know, with the sleeping and the eating and the exercising. It's like I'm trying to at least like focus on that, because it's like if I'm not doing that, I can't really expect everything else to be going smoothly. So those aren't really places where I should be cutting corners. I'm trying not to, but sometimes I still kind of am. I guess I'm still kind of doing some little impulsive decisions that aren't so healthy. But also, we have unhealthy food in the house. I'm not the one who purchased KFC. We have plenty of vegetables and other stuff to eat, but somebody else purchased it, therefore I ate it for 2 meals. I wouldn't have eaten that if it wasn't in the house. And if it's there, I'm not gonna like not eat it. And especially because it's fast food, it goes bad quick, so I'm gonna eat it right away. But I just didn't want to eat huge portions. So I feel like even though I haven't been eating super healthy, my portions have overall been kind of like managed portions. I can't remember any days where I've really been overeating. And even when there was fast food involved, it's like I was eating lighter on either end of it, or eating the fast food kind of more lightly. Like I wasn't going like full force with it. Like I'm trying to be like at least, you know, aware of what I'm eating, even if it is unhealthy. I'm trying to at least eat less of it, less of unhealthy. I had a scoop of ice cream today. It wasn't a scoop; it was a spoon. I just, you know, put a spoon of ice cream in the. It was a rounded off spoon. You know, I took a rounded off spoonful of ice cream. I didn't put a bowl of ice cream. It was like a spoon of it. It's like, did I need that? No, but I was like, well, I got my little taste of it, and it was enough to have like a nice sized bite of it, and I wasn't really hungry when I was eating it. I was just like, I know it's in there, so I'm gonna eat some. It's a butter pecan almond milk ice cream. So, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to try and resist eating. Um, and like I said, KFC, if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. Um, you know, I've just tried to manage how I'm eating it, and when I've gone out, I haven't really packed lunches with me. Um, and I'm out like all day sometimes, so it's like I'm gonna eat eventually. Um, and part of the food I was gonna eat for myself, I gave it to someone else. So it's like I don't regret that. I don't think there was anything wrong with that. I should have actually given the person more than what I did. Um, I gave him two joints. I gave him two joints and a cold water and half of my cookie. But that's right when I had gotten Del Taco and I had two soft tacos and a burrito in there. I could have just given him the burrito. It would have been totally fine. But I didn't. But yeah, man. I was like, and I saw the guy yesterday too, so it was kind of funny. He said, "Hey, I got his name, so I know kind of where he kind of hangs." But yeah, just locals. I'm not trying to like hang out with like random people off the street, but um, yeah, he's a local dude, so that's what happens when you hang out in your car long enough. You start meeting other people who just hang out all over the place. So yeah, I was just hanging out, playing guitar, writing some stuff, chilling, eating, um, and yeah. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of like gonna get back into what I was doing. I'm pretty chill with it. I'm enjoying myself. I know I sometimes don't sound enthusiastic even when I am. So this is my sleepy self. It's fine. I'm not like I don't want to go to sleep though. I'm not like in a mood to go to bed. I just want to focus on kind of what I'm in the mood to focus on and just kind of chill with it. Because it's something that I like doing. Like I do actually have work things that I like doing that are actually fun for me, you know, to just do like on my spare time because it's kind of fun. So I've got some little creative stuff to kind of do. Um, so I like doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. I already said that probably like 20 minutes ago. But alright, thanks for listening.